Yeah, I can start recording. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, so hello everybody. So
Great.
yeah, we are going to do some like real questions this time. And before we start to do the, let's wait, Claudio.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
I'm my
So,
pen.
before we start this, let me introduce you like some math logic. Yeah, let's just say like easy practice question. Like I'm assuming I'm X years old this year. My mom is my mom's age is my age times 4, which means that's me years old. That's my mom. And after 3 years, oh sorry, after 4 years, my mom is my age times 3, which means X. So I want to ask, how old am I? So you see, this is a very easy question, right? We just set a variable, my age, and find the variable of my mom, find the relationship, and put them together, and you solve that, so you can get the age, right?
Right.
But let's use logic instead. Setting variable, let's use logic to do that. So since that's a practical question, so I'm assuming my mom age is 20 between 20 and 70, right? Because usually it's 20 between 20 and 70. So let's see the first condition. This year, my age times 4 equal my mom's age, which means this year my mom's age is divisible by 4. Do you get this logic?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have anything confused, just talk about this. Which means this year my mom's age is divisible by 4, and 4 years later, like 4 years later, my mom's age is my age times 3. First let's think about a number. If we have a number is divisible by 4, and after 4 years, and which means you add that number by 4, and it is still divisible by 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this time, my mom's age is 3 times of my age. So which means this number is also divisible by 3. So let's say between those numbers, a number between 20 and 70 is both divisible by 3 and both divisible by 4. And we have following number satisfy those conditions, which means is 24, 36. We can see you, Sorry, that's my roommate. 24, 36, 48, 60, and 72. 72 is a little bit more than 70, so we still put here, since it's still is a little bit more than. So let's try those 5 numbers. Remember, we are assuming the age after 4 years old, because the age after 4 years old of my mom is divisible by 3 and divisible by 4. Since that's a practical question, so we only consider about those 5 numbers. So which makes that easy. Let's see. So now this year, 4 years after that, my mom is assuming my mom is 24 years old. So let's see. So which means 3 years. So which means 4 years later, the son, 4 years later, the son is 80 years old. Now the age for now, the son would be 24 minus 4 divided by 4 equal 5. Since it is 4 years later, so the son should be 9 years old instead of 80 years old, which means 24 is not the number we are looking for. let's use the same process to put the number 36 in. So 4 years ago, my mom's age would be 32. And my age now is 12. And 4 years ago, my age would be 8. 8 plus 4 equals 12. This number satisfied our, our condition. So for this year, my mom's age is 36 years old. And 4 years later, my mom's age is 36 years old. And for now, my mom is 22 years old. Do you see the logic of the question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will use lots of this logic in AMC questions, and that's an easy beginning. And I prepared some questions for you guys. Need that logic. Can you see this question?
I think.
Yeah, can you read that?
Yeah, if you couldn't see, you can try to move or close those pictures of us, our video chat, because I got blocked by that a little bit, but I can just move that and see.
Yeah. So let's see. So let's give you like 5 minutes to try to think about this one. Maybe 3 minutes to think about this question. So anybody get the answer?
No. Yeah.
I think I got it. Yeah.
At the end of the trip.
Wait.
Almost got it. Wait a second. CBA. Okay.
It's
I
not
got
A.
it. I got a D. Is that
Yes,
right?
D. Yes, D. 37.
So does anyone have any thought how to do it? Like how do you start? What will have you get? What's your like latest the one that closest to the answer or whatever the like do you get a difference what's a minus c or something like that? Do you get something um about the relationship between the a b and c?
I start with like multiply the 55 miles. Like to find out like which result is less than 7. You know what I'm saying?
So you're beginning by adding the 55 miles to what?
To the result I want. Like 3 numbers can add up by less than 7.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be the divisible by 55 ABC or CBA. It's the difference
Yeah,
between the
the
ABC and
difference
CBA. Can
the
be
difference should be divisible by 55. Okay. Oh, do you want me to start now? Like talking about this question? Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. First, let's see. Well, let's see what condition is very important. For a whole number of hours, which means the hours her drive is a whole number. So it's like 50 multiply a number. It's not going to be, and that's only going to be whole number. It's not going to be something like 0.1. No, it's not going to be like this. So let's see the number. So which means each hour is adding 55 to this number, right?
yeah.
Okay, first let's look at the numbers themselves. Since ABC is adding a number, then becomes CBA. So we can make it pretty sure that C doesn't equal 0. Sorry. That's the first little thing we can do, like C doesn't equal to 0. And now let's look at the number. Since it is adding 55, it's adding like 55 multiply something. Let's look at the last digit. What happens if we draw 1 hour? If we draw 1 hour,
5.
yeah, is the last digit added by 5. Then what happens if we draw 2 hours? Then we add another 5.
Right.
Yeah, so we can know the relationship. So we can know the last digit is adding 5 each time. So which means there's one possible value that we are assuming if a less than 5, c equal a plus 5. Because first it should be less than 5 because if a is 6, c would equal 1. But anyway, you will see there this difference, whether a minus c or c minus a, the distance is going to be 5 since we are adding 5 each time.
It can be 10, right? It
What?
can be
We are
8.
adding 5 each time because if we are adding 10, we are adding 0, so a equals c.
Yeah, but couldn't it
But
add twice?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, if you add it twice, you are adding, like, for example, if you add 2 hours, 2 times 55 equal, you are adding 0 on the last digit.
oh,
Yeah, so say equal A, but they give me 3 different numbers, so which means we can, pretty sure that say they are different numbers. So say
yeah,
could
because
only
if
equal
it's
to
one,
A.
if it's 11, 10, they will add 1 to the first digit, so A shouldn't be equal to C.
Yeah, A should not equal to C. Get the idea?
Mm-hmm.
And there, the last digit is adding 5 each time. So let's see what are possible values. First, the one very important value, A plus B plus C minus 7. Let's see how big the maximum value of C can get. The maximum value C can get is when A and B are the smallest value, which means A equal 1. Since they didn't talk about the B value, so we can see, okay, the lowest number B can have is B equals 0. So in this situation, the maximum value of C equals 6. So we know, and in the same way, we know C doesn't equal 0. And A, B, C are whole numbers, which means the smallest value for, sorry, wrong thing. Okay, now let's assuming what's the largest possible value of A. Let's see. We are assuming C is the smallest value. We got A doesn't, sorry. We know C doesn't equal 0. And so the smallest possible value for C is C equal 1. At that moment, we are still assuming B equals 0. Thus, we have like the maximum value for A equals 6. So see, we find the range of those values. So this is very important since the maximum value of C is 6. So now let's see. We know like, so let's assume A equal 1, equal 2, equal 3, equal 4, equal 5, equal 6. Remember, so when A equal 1, that's 1 plus 5. So C would equal 6. Remember the relationship between A and C is A plus 5 equals C. Or C plus 5 equal A. I mean the last digit. But what happens if A equal to 2? When A equal to 2, 2 plus 5 equals 7. And the maximum value of C is 6. The C cannot be 7. Get my idea? C cannot be 7. So which means it cannot be 2. Same reason, it cannot be 3. It cannot be 4. And it cannot be 5 because it doesn't equal to 0. So the only possible value is like A equal 1 or A equals 6. So it is easy now. Since C should be a bigger number than A. Sorry, before I see that, I should say like when A equal 1, 1 plus 5, so C equals 6. When A equals 6, C equals 6 plus 5, 11, and we find the last digits equal 1. We know like C should be greater than A. Anybody confused about this one? C should be greater than A because, you know, A, B, C, C, B, A is greater than that. So C must greater than A.
Right.
Yeah, you get this idea.
Uh-huh.
So which means A only can equal 1 and the C only can equal 6. And the B, so B equals 0. Thus, squared plus b squared plus c squared equals and that's the answer D. Get this? Yeah, that's how you like that's like you need to have like be sensitive to numbers.
May I read the question again?
Yeah. I'm going to highlight some keyword.
So the things I'm confused is like why we need to add the number on ABC.
Well,
I understand what you're doing, like, but I'm confused with the beginning.
with the beginning.
Like,
so what happened is why we need to add 55, right? Or add the 5. So what you are confusing about, because since we are driving like whole hours, which means B C B A equal A B C plus 55 times n. N is the whole number.
Yeah. Right. But how the number be like 106?
What do you mean, like 106?
I mean, you got like A for 1 and B for 0 and C for 6, right?
Yes.
Final answer. But
yes.
how 55 can get?
Let's see. 55. So let's check our question. Let's put the value in.
Yeah, where's 106 come from? Oh, my bad. No.
Yeah, C equals 6, B equals 0, A equals 1, A equals 1, B equals 0, C equals 6. And actually, that's satisfied because if we, let's use a calculator.
Oh, so the 55 miles per
Okay,
hour.
9 as an n, because I use a different way to do it. I didn't use this way. This way is much simpler. But I make a function like a 100a plus 55 10b plus c plus 55n. That's the distance that would travel, equal to the new number, which is the 100c plus 10b plus a. And then I got 9 times c minus a equal 5n. And because of n can because c minus what's that, the c minus a can only be lower than 10, or and that we know that they have to be equal to 5, and that's how I got a n equal to 9. So I can use this complicated way to make a function and get to the answer. But like, this way is much simpler if you look at it. But if you use it my way, it's much more intuitive in terms of how how we got that question. It's more more reasonable as a whole, quite in terms of a question.
So yeah, did you guys like understand this question? This question is like a challenging one.
Yeah, which one? What number is this question?
I figured it out.
Oh, you figured it out.
Yeah.
So this one is after 10. It's the beginning of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So beginning of 10, between 10, 20, you guys want to take about I would say 5 to 7, 8 minutes, ideally 6, 7 minutes per question. So you can do like 8 of them. And the beginning 10 should be fast. Should takes about 20 minutes, under 20 minutes to finish 10 questions in the beginning, because they are very easy compared to the later.
Yeah. Yeah, now let's look at the next one. This one is like, it's going to be a little bit challenging. So this is like a problem 13. So let's see if you can do this.
Assignment on A.
Interesting.
I was watching the second one. I just logged off of it.
We just mentioned it and I just turned on the TV and I was like, that was really good. That one's on tomorrow night. So you can do whatever you need to.
Can I use calculator in the competition again?
You can.
I can? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. Must be awake.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, this. Okay.
You want me to read the answer or just wait?
Not yet.
Okay. This one has some calculations to do.
Yeah, it has some correlations, but still you need to like think about the meaning of the question.
Yeah, I think
What does that
once
mean?
you build the structure, the rest of it just calculation. It's not hard. Just the beginning, the setting of it, have to like get it right.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wait.
anybody has some idea? As long as you get the idea, you don't need to do the calculations because you are on the right direction.
Do you guys know what does it mean that no triangle with a positive area? What kind of triangle have no positive area? Do you guys know that?
Like A plus B equals or less than B.
Less than C, right?
Less than.
Yeah,
I mean,
the smallest two sides add up is either equal or smaller than the largest
Right.
side. That's
Yeah,
basically the
Yeah,
depth.
the two sides add together must be larger than the third one.
Yeah, the first two is the smallest. The smallest two side
Yeah.
add up have to equal. or
Actually,
smaller.
any two sides. Any two.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's 5 minutes now.
almost there.
Okay.
I mean, that's basically how I start. Like two smaller size. What's the smallest size in this question in both situation? One A B. This one triangle. Another triangle is 1/b, 1/a, and 1. In this two triangle, which two sides are smallest? And then you get the inequality equation, and then you try to find how to make b smallest. That's basically how I do it.
You guys can go. I guess stuck again.
Okay, so let's see. We have like, according to the triangle rule, we know like a plus a is need to greater than b, right?
Mm.
And we also have b need to greater than 1 in order to for them to able to become a triangle.
A positive area.
Yeah, a positive area. That should be like a positive area. So let's see if we, so what's a number like they cannot be a positive area. So which means we make the b number small, that in this situation, right?
Or smaller than or equal to. That's
Yeah,
like
smaller or equal to. So let's talk about the number right here. Yeah, for now let's talk about the number right here. So which means let's put the, which means if the b, that's where they cannot become a triangle, right? If we set those equal to each other. And then now we have,
but we have to know why we pick equal. It's because that will make the b smallest.
Right. That's what I do.
Yeah. If you got this step, that means you pretty much done the question. You just have to do like calculation for the rest.
so
What I do, I didn't change anything. I just substitute b to the second question. That's to the second equation. I use a b equal 1 plus a, and I put 1 plus a to the place where b at in the second equation. I just
yeah, so actually that's the same.
Yeah, this is the same. Just whatever just substitute a. That's the same.
So we multiply this on both sides. We just simply get, so we use the formula, we can get, it's
Wait,
equal going to,
I don't know why I got different.
oh, I got the value for b, not for a.
Oh, okay.
Did you get the value for a?
Yeah. That's why it looks a little different. I thought I did it wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, since b is greater than 1, so it's not going to be negative 3 plus root 5. So it's only going to be positive 3 plus root 5 divided by 2.
Yeah, like you guys know what this is, right? Like the quadratic formula. Like
You know the quadratic formula, right?
Mhm.
Everybody knows the quadratic formula.
What?
negative b plus or minus square root b square of minus 4ac. That whole thing. Jack, you can write that out so that it might recognize.
Like, yeah, like
It might just
if
be
we have an equation plus bx plus c, the solution equal negative t.
Yeah, that's what I want. I just totally forgot it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jackie, you
remember?
can't go too quick. I think they don't they don't know what that means, so they can't
Yeah,
use.
it should be here. Sorry, that's my fault. That's positive plus or minus.
What?
Yeah, the quadratic formula.
Yeah.
If we have a function, quadratic function like this.
The solution, is it x? Wait. Yeah, it's x. X equal that. When that equals 0, the solution means when the equation equal to 0, what's the x? You guys have any problems, questions, confusions?
Wait, like what do you think? Like x equal that.
Yeah, when the equation equal to 0.
Or when the equation equal to 0.
Yeah, that's basically what a solution means. When they pass the x, yeah.
This point and this point is the solution of our equation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how we get. The reason we don't have a 3 minus root 5 divided by 2 because b is greater than 1. And then this one is less than 1. So b cannot be this one.
Any question?
Nope.
If you guys have a question, you can just turn on the mic. I saw you guys have like mic turn off. I'm not sure if that's what you guys intended to do, but any question you can just ask, or you're good. We can go.
Hey, could you like share? Could
Sorry?
you like share these slides?
Oh, the slides?
I just like want to work on the questions like later. I mean, I'll take more time, but
Okay.
It-
Yeah, Jackie, you can send me the questions and solutions.
yeah, I'm going to send Evan the question and the solution. Actually,
I'll make the slides for you guys. I'm recording this video now, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, and then Mr. Pazin is gonna put it on the. Wait, you can access the Moodle, but I'll send you a link of this video and you can look at.
thank you.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's a 10. I still have one more question, but I'm going to do this one like homework practice, like homework practice. It's not like a homework, but it's just like a practice for this.
Okay.
Yeah, just like screenshot this question. So you can do it like after the meeting because we have like, we did 40 minutes already. We don't want to make the meeting so long, so boring.
Right. Usually at school we do like 30 minutes. Today's kind of a little longer. That's how online stuff works. You know, everything's slower. We have to wait everyone to relax. Kind of a little hard to, you know.
It's a bad of online.
Do you guys have you guys can read the question? Tell me like if you understand what this question trying to ask.
Wait, what is K?
K is the number of the digits. The second factor.
Second factor.
Yeah. The second factor is an integer integer whose digit have the sum of 1,000. Ah. So second factor is this a and keep going. That's the second factor.
A. So
And
A.
yeah, k digits means there's k8 here. So if k equal 5, then there's 5a. So it will be a. And then they're telling you that those a adding together equal to 1,000. Is that what they're asking?
That's impossible.
No, that's possible. It's
Like,
120.
All A added together, right?
The sum of the digits,
Wait.
like for example, the sum of digits like Or sum of 1, 2, 3 is 1 plus 2 plus 3.
Oh wait, I think you're right. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That's possible.
Yeah,
That's
the problem is have the sum of 1,000
Yeah,
digits.
sum of 1,000 digits.
Oh,
What is K?
K. So remember, it's the number of the sum of the digits is the digits from the K is not from the second factor. That's why I didn't understand in the beginning. So they're telling that the number K, which is the number of the digits in this AAAA, and then they said K, this number K, the digits of it have a sum of 1,000. So if K equal to 1, 2, 3, then the sum of digits will be 6.
Yeah, for example, that's a number. Sum of the digit equals 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 4 plus 5. That easy. Yeah. Do you want me to show you this question real quick? Because this is a really interesting one.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it myself though, but yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
we same few time. Like, let's see, because when you see like, okay, so it's like adding, multiplying 8 more each time, right? Sometimes when you multiply a number, you will really find some interesting pattern. So what I did is like, I was thinking, okay, so let's do 8 plus multiply 8. So it's going to be equal, yeah, I'm going to use a calculator to save time. Multiply 8 equal 71104. Then you do, then let's try 5. Like, seven one one 104. Do you say it's actually more, is increased 1 by each time? Because if you do 6, it's going to be 7111104. You increase a digit of 8, you increase 1 here. Is that interesting?
Yeah.
So like when you have 4 number, sorry, when you have 4 number 8 here, you have 2A, 2, 1. So when you have 5 number of 8, you have 3, 1. When you have 6 number of A, you have 4, 1. So what happens is like the 7 and 4 and 0 are always there, which means it's going to, we have equation 7 plus 0 plus 4 times the number of 8 minus the number of 8, sorry, times the number of 8. Let me rewrite that.
Is the answer D?
Let me check. Yeah, let me check this one. Oh yeah, let's do that together first. I forgot where did I put the answer, but let's do that together. So 7 plus times how many digits we have, like minus 2 multiply 1. So, and that equal 1,000. So it's like 1,000 minus 1,000 minus like 7 plus 0 plus 4, like 11 equals, what that equal?
989.
989. Now let's see, like we have 989 numbers of 1 here. So remember, if we have 4 digits of 8, we have 2, 1. 5 digits of 8, we have 3, 1. So we need to add 2 here.
91. That's what I got.
Yeah.
So you forgot, Jackie, you have to put like a plus sign between 7 plus 0 plus 4 and minus 2, because that doesn't make sense if you don't do it.
Anyway. Divided by, yeah, well, anyway.
I'm not sure if everyone understand what this question is asking though. Like in the beginning, I thought they're talking about K. Actually, they're talking about number, the number of that
Yeah, the second
number,
factor.
product of that two numbers. That's the
Yeah, this number has k digits.
yeah. Wait,
And
but
now
how
we-
do we do that without calculator though? Like, do we have to just?
Actually, you don't need a calculator. I didn't do that with calculator. It takes a little bit time, but you don't need a
You
calculator
just
for
have to
that.
calculate those yourself.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
find-
because you only need like 1000 minus 11.
No, I'm
divided
talking
by
about
1.
how do you find that order, like 800, 800, 4A times 1A equal to that. And then you go 5A times A, and you find the order. You have to calculate each time to get to that, to know that's the order of it. That's the way.
Well, so what I was thinking about is that I see that question. So it's going to be multiply 888. So I have a feeling that it's going to have some pattern after you multiply like
Right.
5868. That's a feeling for math actually. That's what I want. That's what I'm practice for you guys today. The feeling for math, the feeling for number. So that's how so I feel like, okay, so if the question asking in that way, that means 8 multiplies a bunch of 8, it's going to have some like pattern in the answer. And if I can find the pattern in the answer, so I can find the result. So I tried like 4, 8, 5, 8, and 6, 8. So you see, I found they increase 1 by each time. So that's how I got the result.
Yeah, that's cool. Like you guys, like after this, you guys should just like play with the calculator every day, plug in different numbers, and just just see those stuff, because sometimes you might need to use in the future. That's like all the trick. And you just have to
Yeah.
calculate those yourself, because if you don't do that, although it looks very scary, like calculate how many A times A, but you still have to need to do it. I think it
Yeah.
will not be a problem for any of us here. We got some good education without calculators, and I think we can still do that.